There are legit rumors out there that are actually, kind of convincing, stating that one of the reasons Jimmy Butler has requested a trade is because he hooked up with Cat's girlfriend, or I guess Cat's ex-girlfriend now. Andrew Wiggins' older brother took a straight up shot at Jimmy Butler after the news broke that he wanted a trade. I mean, he didn't even try to hide the fact that he, or probably Wiggins either, just don't like Jimmy Butler. And then beef started to emerge between ex-NBA players Steven Jackson and Andrew Wiggins, with Steven Jackson posting this video to the internet absolutely blasting Wiggins.
Say, this how the conversation should have went with Andrew Wiggins and his brother when Andrew found out his brother sent out that tweet about hallelujah and all that, right? I'm Andrew Wiggins. Say, big bro, I don't think you should have sent that tweet out. Why you say that? Shit, because Jimmy Butler, man, he played with a lot of heart. He played hard. He played with a lot of heart. And I ain't got no heart. Now, you want to get on social media and talk about Jimmy, we lose him, my team ain't got no heart. Now, if you're gonna take me to the Wizard and help me find a yellow brick road to give me a heart, then cool, you can talk about Jimmy all you want. Because I ain't got no heart. So, shit, you gonna take that back or tell me find a yellow brick road and take me to the Wizard, man, because, shit, I ain't got no heart at all. That's why Cleveland traded me. No bullshit. You ain't got no heart. And your brother, you ain't gonna play basketball. Why you worry about that, bro? But like you say, keep that same energy.
And then Wiggins immediately clapped back by posting this to its Instagram story. And then Jimmy Butler seemingly mocked the brother of Andrew Wiggins for saying hallelujah with the praise hands by posting a video of him saying hallelujah with the praise hands while at the same time telling him to keep that same energy.
Hallelujah. Keep that same energy. Let the church say amen.
I mean, it's as if all the dysfunction that was brewing behind the scenes of the Minnesota Timberwolves just started spewing out yesterday. And look, Minnesota, y'all's media day is coming up Monday, and Jimmy Butler cannot be there. How do you think it's gonna go when he has to stand there and take pictures next to Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins, smiling the whole time knowing that the three of them do not get along at all? They hate each other's guts. And Butler, I see you. This was low-key smart of you to come on and say that you wanted a trade right now, because training camp and media day are right around the corner, and you know that you can't be there when it happens. So if you come out and ask for a trade now, that gives Minnesota a very, very short window to be able to trade you. They got like a solid 3 days max. So kudos on that one, Jimmy Butler. Anyways, though, now let's get into the official updates of this whole saga. And just in case you've been living under a rock and haven't heard by now, yes, Jimmy Butler has officially requested a trade for the Minnesota Timberwolves, and he has actually given a list of teams similar to how Kyrie did of places where he'd like to be traded to, including the Brooklyn Nets, the New York Knicks, and the Los Angeles Clippers, making him the first player in NBA history that has ever requested to be traded to the Clippers, and the first player in a while to request a trade to the Nets. However, after hearing those three teams, I think it's pretty obvious to all of us exactly what Jimmy Butler is trying to do here. And that will lead us to the first update that we have on the Jimmy Butler story. As reports came out saying that out of the three teams, Jimmy Butler is most determined to force a trade to the Clippers. As Adrian Wojnarowski tweeted out, Minnesota's Jimmy Butler is most determined to find a way to the Los Angeles Clippers. The appeal of partnering with a second star. The Clippers have 2 max contract slots available in summer free agency. It's an intriguing scenario for him. And right out the rip, you already know something is up, because no one just requests a trade to the Clippers without having a bigger plan in mind. And for the most part, we already knew what was up, and that Butler wants to go to the LA Clippers because Kawhi Leonard wants to go to the LA Clippers. And guess what? Guess what happened just so conveniently after we got those reports? We got more reports out, this time saying that the Clippers are now the front runners to sign Kawhi Leonard in the summer of 2019, confirming that Butler is planning to try and team up with Kawhi Leonard in the summer of 2019 in LA. Or he's trying to team up with Kyrie in either New York or Brooklyn, but I think he might be leaning more towards LA because he's unsure if Kyrie Irving will be willing to leave the situation he has with the Boston Celtics. That was the first update that we got about Jimmy Butler, but we got another one, and this one is very different as it's not so great for Jimmy Butler. See, an anonymous NBA general manager just blasted Jimmy Butler. I mean, he held nothing back, saying that he wouldn't trade for Jimmy Butler to save his life and that he thinks Jimmy Butler is kind of a problem for franchises. I wouldn't trade for him, someone will eventually, but he's a problem. I'm not buying much of anything he's been putting out there. Butler's reps are probably the source of most of this stuff, so we're probably only hearing the very best of Butler being reported. But the guy has been to 2 places, hasn't really won anything, and is causing issues. He has an inflated view of his own importance, if you ask me. I wouldn't want him on my team. He didn't want to play in Chicago. He doesn't want to play in Minnesota. Does he even actually want to play? Or does he just want to have people kiss his butt and receive a big paycheck? This man just went in on Jimmy Butler, and I'd really like to know what GM just said that. And this also gets you thinking, why exactly was Andrew Wiggins' brother so excited that Jimmy Butler has requested a trade? Could Jimmy Butler actually be the problem? Is his personality toxic? Like, it has to be something, doesn't it? I mean, did he really hook up with Cat's girl? And me saying this, I do remember back in his last year with the Bulls, there were a lot of problems in the locker room with Butler and Wade putting their younger teammates on blast, and also reportedly disrespecting the head coach Fred Hoiberg since he was so young and inexperienced as an NBA coach. And then a long time ago, back when Derrick Rose was still with the Bulls, there were reports of he and Butler not getting along so well, to the point that we thought Chicago was going to have to choose between one of them. So I don't think it's too far-fetched to believe Jimmy Butler could be a huge problem in the locker room for Minnesota, and that the other guys on the team, specifically Towns and Wiggins, just don't like him. But I don't know, I could sit here and speculate all day long about what the actual problem is, if there's even a problem at all, but to me it just seems like a total mess, an utter pit of dysfunction. That being said, I'll keep y'all updated on everything new that comes out over the following days. This is exactly what Sixers fans and people who are as heavily invested in the Markelle Fultz situation as I have been waiting for, as Markelle Fultz did an interview on the Players Tribune this morning, talking about his jump shot and how hard he's worked to get it back this summer, while at the same time showing us footage of him actually attempting jumpers. And like I said, this is everything that we have wanted to hear and see for the longest.
I knew that I got drafted #1 pick for a reason. There was a lot of things going on about changing shots and all this and there, but for me, I'm a hooper, so I was like, man, this ain't gonna stop me. So people really didn't understand. They thought like, man, he's just being soft, but I mean, it was really an injury, and now I got a chance to just sit down and pick apart all these doctors. We figured it out, and I've been back to work this summer, and everything's back to even better than what it was. So Sixer fans are going to get somebody that's going to come in and play hard. I mean, I think I'm going to be that guy that's going to be able to create shots for himself and his teammates. I mean, that guy at the end of the game, when you need a bucket, you don't really have to call a play. I want it to be special, you know, when I come back, and I want to have people guessing. So, I mean, this is going to be good.
Now, I know people are gonna say that you can't take Markelle Fultz knocking down some open jumpers in a gym uncontested too seriously, since they're just highlights of a player hitting uncontested jumpers in an open gym, which every player in the NBA can do. But for Fultz, this is different, because just a few months ago, all of those shot attempts would have been air balls. Remember that this guy wasn't even able to lift his arms last season. He couldn't shoot to save his life, and now to see him making shots, it's a great sign. And you know, this is amazing, and I'm really excited to see what he can do on the court this season. Like, I'm really excited for Markelle Fultz. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about all of this down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this entire Jimmy Butler mess, because I don't know what to make out of all of it. Also, I do want to say real quick, shout out to my brother. It is his birthday today, and a lot of you guys know him on the internet as YRG. He's a Twitch streamer, so, you know, go show him some love. I'll leave his links down in the description box below, so, you know, Happy birthday to you, old man. That's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smack that like button and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with everything that goes on in the NBA. Thank you once again for watching. You guys already know that you are the real MVPs, and until next time, I'm out of here. Peace!